Hey guys, happy Mental Health Awareness Month. I know I've been gone for a minute. You'll see my brief and hurried, rushed video about what I've been doing, what I've been up to, and all that good stuff. So yeah, you guys just take a look at that and you'll see why I've been MIA since Anthony Bourdain's passing. May he rest in peace. So just getting back to health education on this channel as usual, and I think if this is not my last video, I might get teared up because I love you guys. It may very well be next to last. But today I want to talk about conduct disorder. We have seen in the media, especially over the last couple of years, people acting up. If it's not the World Star videos, it's the reality shows, so-called reality. Police officers acting a damn fool, you know. But conduct disorder, I want to talk about the kids. You usually see this in children, and then by the time they're 18, they like to call it something else. But typically with conduct disorder, it can be broken up into 4 types. How many times have I said in these videos that there, are categories and types and subtypes to all of this? Like you have bipolar disorder type 1, bipolar disorder type 2, and yeah. Okay, so you have aggression and violation of rules and deceitful behavior and destructive behavior. Now with the aggression, you have the bullying, the fighting, cruelty to animals and other people. Those kids that just constantly pick at other children and not really bothered if they start crying or something like that. Now, I think, and I said this before, and I asked a therapist who I follow on Instagram, can a child as young as 7 or 8 or 10 be a sadist? And that particular, with her specialty, she said she couldn't quite answer that professionally speaking because that's not her area of expertise. So I'm still trying to get an answer to that. But, they get satisfaction and it does something to their minds. And, even sexual gratification, sadists, that is, out of hurting others. So I won't say sexual gratification, but kids with conduct disorder, they don't mind behaving badly. They don't mind breaking rules. And then as far as the deceitful behavior, you have the shoplifting and the lying, the destructive behavior. You have those that's tearing up property. They could, set fires, it'd be like a pyromaniac or a kleptomaniac, they're stealing. And then with the violation of rules, you have those kids who they deliberately go against, what are considered the norms or rules that are established for their behavior. You have those kids, they'll just defy authority, they'll do their own thing. They may even engage in promiscuity at an early age. They just go against rules. And then you have, say, oppositional defiant disorder. That is a type of conduct disorder, and that's a bear in and of itself. But generally with conduct disorders, you don't see that mean-spirited nastiness that you do with ODD. ODD is a totally different beast. Again, with conduct disorder, you have the deceitful behavior and the violation of rules and the aggression and all of that. But with ODD, you have the kids who are argumentative. They don't mind going toe-to-toe with you in a shouting match. You have those who are irritable and they get annoyed easily. They're very touchy, and at the same time, they don't mind annoying others. You see this with kids. There's several reasons why. The literature says something about genetics. It's always. And trauma, what you've gone through in the past or what you're exposed to can cause you to act out. It could be something, not as serious, say, as a divorce, because with it being mild, moderate, and severe to all of these illnesses, You know, how one thing affects a child may not affect another child, but it could be something like a divorce, but at the same time it could be poverty, it could be racism, it could be that child being overwhelmed at home, you know, the latchkey kids taking care of everybody else, just all sorts of external factors, family dysfunction. Now, I know, and you've heard me say this, that growing up in a house that was just drama caused me to act out a lot, but I didn't get that ODD diagnosis. Vindictiveness is another one, just getting back at others, or doing so, they say, you know, at least twice in 6 months. You know, there's always a number to this. Like, in order to be diagnosed according to the DSM with a lot of these illnesses, you have to show 5 symptoms or more. Okay, with ODD, they want to establish a pattern. So you have the argumentative behavior, the outright defiance of authority figures and adults. You have that vindictive behavior that you see, and again, it's just a little bit different, or a lot different than your general conduct disorder. Let me see. They lose their temper easily, and they blame everybody else for their problems. These are the kids who oftentimes have another mental illness going on, particularly mood disorders. They can develop antisocial personality disorder, usually a little later on in life. You'll see children with conduct disorder also having, almost always, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADD, because I can't imagine a child who behaves this way just sitting still and smiling and pleasant and never causing, you know, any kind of fidget. Not so. You usually see ADHD and mood disorders with this. Now, as far as treatment, you know, there's drugs of all kinds, and you guys know how I feel about putting children on these adult medications, but remember, oh goodness, what was it? When I said that I was on this drug, it started with an N, I can't remember, that they usually give to people with a substance abuse problem to control that nervous tick and the impulsivity, but for whatever reason it just didn't work. Yeah, they have like the baby version of those, you know, and then you look at drugs that are sometimes stimulants, or you look at drugs that are mood disorders, medication, you know, like lithium and whatnot. They, you know, have prescriptions that they can give kids to help them behave. Another thing that you'll see with ODD is inappropriate behavior for that age. I mean, yeah, all of this is inappropriate behavior, but specifically, say, you know, pulling pranks that really they should not be doing. I mean, yeah, 70, I don't know if kids still do this, I'm about to date myself, but a 7-year-old may put a whoopee cushion in a teacher's chair. Okay, you expect a 7-year-old to do something like that. But when you're 12 and you're daring someone to tie a sheet to a notch on the door or the window ledge and jump, you know, that sort of thing, that mean-spirited nastiness, like I said, and I'm not, you know, you don't want to call kids bad. I think when you see children who act like Chucky, you have to go back and, you know, examine their parents, what's going on or not going on at home. Like the videos of the little kids cussing folks out at 7 and 8 years old that are circulating all over social media that people are laughing at, and I'm like, that's not funny. You know, you're not using the F word at 5 years old. What the heck are you being exposed to at home? So, but anyway, I'm not going to rant. I just wanted to go over a little bit about conduct disorder and a little bit about oppositional defiant disorder, which is a conduct disorder. So yeah, when you see behaviors like this and those patterns start to develop, you know, you want to, especially as a parent, talk to a clinician. Get that child into therapy as soon as possible. Communicate with the school teachers, the camp counselors, you know, even your clergymen, your pastors and all. And I'm careful with that one because they are not doctors. You know, you can talk to Jesus and have a therapist too. It's okay, but you want to involve enough people in this child's life to say, hey, this is what's going on. If you notice such and such, please give me a call. How can we put heads together? Again, that multi-system systems approach that Dr. Nancy Boyd Franklin talks about. How can we put heads together as a village and help to support this child so we can nip this in the bud? All right, so that's conduct disorder. Nice and brief, hopefully, because you know I can do it with 20, 25-minute videos, and I think I've gotten better with that over the years. And that's where we are today. So thanks for watching. Thanks for a great 5 years, and go back and check out some of the other videos and tell your friends. Wellness wishes. Great.